This guy is kind of he's run afoul of the law.
Is he a douche?
We gotta deal with this guy. He's apparently a problem in Childersburg, Alabama. He's a pastor. He should know better.
No.
He was arrested for committing the following crime.
Oh, my.
Watering his neighbor's flowers over the weekend.
Oh, God.
He believes it was a misunderstanding that should have been handled much differently.
Yeah.
Michael Jennings is the preacher at Vision of Abundant Life Ministries in Sylacauga and has been in ministry for more than 30 years. He's also apparently a good neighbor to the town of Childersburg. Everybody kind of knows the guy. He said, my neighbor goes out of town a lot, and they wanted me to watch their house and keep their flowers watered. Sunday after church, Jennings went over to his neighbor's house to water the roses. Another neighbor did not recognize who he was and then called the fuzz to report a suspicious person on the property.
There's somebody watering the neighbor's plants.
We can't have this.
Wow.
Officers responded and made contact with Jennings, who did not have his identification on him at the time because he's just next door.
Right.
He's over there watering the flowers. He's got a butt going, maybe a beer. You know, he didn't think about having his ID on him.
Of course.
He said he did tell the officers who he was. Don't you know who I am and why he was there? Can't you see what I'm doing?
I'm watering the lawn.
He said, give me some ID. I said, no, I don't have to give you no ID because there ain't no crime being committed.
Well, he is right.
I said, but what I will do is I'll tell you I am Pastor Jennings and I live right across the street right there. And I said, you can go ask my wife. Jennings said when he continued to water the plants, excuse me, I've got business. He was then detained. A third officer, identified as a sergeant, arrived on the scene because, all hell is breaking loose. And that's when the pastor said tensions got escalated.
Well, yeah.
He said, quote, he got out of the car. He's already fired up. I'm telling them, you're making a mistake. This is wrong what y'all are doing. And the sergeant yelled back, shut up and listen. You talk too much. I said, you don't tell me to shut up, boy.
No.
I'm a grown man.
That's correct.
You're going to jail. That's it. Lock him up.
For talking.
According to the police incident report, officers claimed that Jennings was belligerent and walking away from police and threatened a lawsuit for racial profiling. The longtime clergy leader admitted he was not happy, but said none of his actions warranted an arrest. See what happened here?
Okay.
Jennings said, I think it was profiling, and because I did not talk to them the way they wanted me to talk to them, it made them angry. And they decided, we're just going to arrest him.
That's correct.
Now, the original neighbor who called the police told officers that she made a mistake and begged them not to arrest Jennings once she realized it was her friend and neighbor. She knew that she didn't.
And they arrested him anyway.
The woman's account is detailed in the incident report, but Jennings was still charged with obstructing governmental operations.
Bullshit.
Fuck you!
Governmental operations.
He was booked into the Talladega County Jail and then later released because he ain't got nothing on him. Jennings said,
that's unlawful arrest.
Jennings said, last I checked, watering roses ain't no crime. Childersburg Police Chief Rick McClellan declined an interview because he said he was just getting caught up to speed on some of the details. Well, there you go, officer.
We just heard him.
He promised a full investigation and said he would take whatever action was necessary after looking into the matter. I think a check needs to be written is what needs to happen.
I do too, man.
Now, when asked if there was any reason that Jennings would have been required to show identification, McClellan said it would have depended on the circumstances, which is not wrong.
Right.
If I go out into my driveway after working in the yard and I've got a beer in my hand, I'm just minding my own business, working in the yard, and a cop rolls by and says, hey, I need your ID.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, no,
I'm at home.
I live here.
Right.
I shouldn't have to carry my ID
you don't have to
around
carry
my
it outside.
home.
No.
Now, when asked if there was any reasons, never mind, I've already mentioned that. Jennings said that he continues to pray for the officers involved in police who put their lives on the line. He said, I get that, but he believes the officers involved need more training, but hopes his name will be cleared in the long run. Training is not going to fix.
No, it's not training. It's
compassion.
Screening. They need to screen these guys
and teach them compassion.
and teach them some. Well, I don't know if you can learn compassion at that point, but
white cop seeing a black guy,
Watering
some roses. Oh, he's doing something wrong.
that's kind of shady.
And these days, that's scary, man. Jennings said, quote, "You see all the people, blacks being arrested for some of the most silly stuff, but being arrested for watering flowers?
Yeah.
It was embarrassing. In the middle of the neighborhood with all the disrespect I got, being handcuffed and taken off. Neighbors down there was coming out they house," he said. McClellan said that he would share updates on the probe when more information was available. That's all I have on it. So, yeah.
It sounds like these guys really just screwed the pooch on this.
They did.
And it seems like they had something to prove, and it definitely were profiling. And what I don't get, though, I do. They were, first of all three of them are dicks. And that's proven by the fact that the neighbor said, "Oh, it's Pastor so and so."
That's Pastor Jennings, man.
Yeah,
I didn't recognize
realize
him.
Who he was. I'm sorry.
I normally don't see him wearing a Speedo.
Right.
Or whatever he was wearing at the time. It makes no difference.
And they still arrested him. They were just so pissed off that's not upholding the law. That's
you
not
talk
protecting.
Too much. You shut up.
You shut up. You don't tell me to shut up.
Step off, Flatfoot. Man,
right. No, nobody speaks to me that way.
No.
Yeah.
You're not committing a crime. You're watering someone's flowers, for God's sake.
Right.
And then he's like, "Oh, you shut up. You talk to me the way I'm supposed." No.
Bullshit.
I'm surprised he didn't just hose him down with the hose. That would have been funny. But that would have gotten.
They would have shot him.
You're right. They would have. It would have been assault. It would have been. And
yeah, it would have been. It's not assault, but it would have been thrown.
And a judge would have been amused had nobody died. But
right.
And I'll tell you this, and this is a fact. You can give the finger to the police.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You can tell them to fuck off.
Yeah.
You have that right. That's been upheld by the Supreme Court. So was abortion, but there's that.
Well, yeah, right.
But no, that is protected speech.
Right.
And you tell me, hey, fuck off, dude.
And they can't arrest you for that.
No.
They will.
They'll make your life difficult.
Yeah.
And they hate it when you go, am I being detained?
Yeah. Yeah.
What are the charges?
What are you detaining me for?
What are you detaining me for? Mm-hmm. That's why, another little bit of advice.
They don't like the fact that people are learning those things either.
If you are ever arrested for whatever has happened, whatever the situation is, it doesn't matter.
Right.
You found yourself with your hands behind your back and you're in the back of a police car and you're off to the jail and they give you that phone call, right?
Mm-hmm.
The question is always, what are they charging you with? Not what did you do?
Right.
Or what did I do?
Yeah. What
they
are you charging
saying
me with?
They're charging me with this.
Yeah.
And if they don't have that, then they can't do anything about that.
Right.
They're charging me with watering someone's,
Yeah.
Somebody's writing a check.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's writing a big
And there may be some cops losing jobs. Or put back
it's
on desk duty.
Small town Alabama, man. I doubt it. Ricky Bobby and his cousin over there being cops.
No kidding. That's pathetic.
Yeah, whatever.